during that time, Knickerbocker Avenue was mostly Bonanno, was big heroin dealers, etc. You were around those guys, or you at least grew up around them and seen them.
I grew up around them. I wasn't around it. I mean,
you know what I mean is like you seen it. What kind of wealth was coming?
No,
in?
I was the main guy. No.
In all seriousness, like what kind of
Me and
wealth
Hootie
was coming in? What kind of wealth was coming in for these guys? And what did you see and observe?
A lot. I see the neighborhood turned into Jimmy Breslin called us the White Harlem.
Yeah.
You know, because he'd hang out in Lakatos on Forest and Grove, which is an Albanian club now, and he'd hang out there, and he'd see all this fucking money. I mean, Ferraris, imported cars, necklaces that you needed to park in a garage at night. You know, not as gaudy as you know, the rap stars, but just, you know, you could tell they reeked money. It was like crazy. They went from being bakers, pizza men to whatever job they had, landscaper. It's a freaking rich real quick.
Now, one thing that wasn't touched on, what did the American Commission think of this? What was Castellano thinking? Tony, yeah, these guys, you know, are allegedly out of the drug game. Did they have to, you know, they have to kick up to the American families? What's American Commission or American bosses thinking about all this?
I don't know. I got to be in that mindset. I got to see who was the boss at the time. Yeah. Obviously, the Bananos were slinging dope. The Gambinos were as well. Yeah. As far as the Genovese, you don't hear much.
No, just for the rumblings have been out of Pleasant Ave. Like it seems like the heroin dealing for the mafia, for the Lucchese and the Genovese, are out of Harlem, Pleasant Avenue, and that 116th crew. I don't think it's isolated to that, but I think by that point, like Tony Ducks was even saying, we were out of it. I think they kind of made their money, but it seems like they were hands off and a little separate from the Sicilians, as far as I knew.
And as far as I know too, I just don't know.
Yeah,
you know, as far as their involvement in the game, you know, and not only that, out of all the families growing up in my neighborhood, the Lucchese's were really not from my neighborhood. I didn't know many Lucchese's. I knew very few. We were mostly a Gambino Bonanno family. We had a little bit of Genovese there. We had Fritzy in Middle Village.
Yeah.
And as far as the Colombos, they were around. Not the Persico faction, but more of the other faction.
Interesting. And then what happened post Pizza Connection? That's kind of when you kind of were on the street. Were there, you know, remnants of Sicilians? What happened after?
A lot of rebuilding, a lot of the mob. What happened after? Right direct after John Gotti happens. Yeah. Everything I thought was mob was new to me. I wasn't really aware of the Italian American factions until then. You know, the double kissing, the hand over the stomach, all that bullshit. That started getting, you know, stupid shit. You had to shave. Where if you go in Italy, they don't shave. Extramarital affairs. That's big.
Yeah, the U.S. they look the other way. Where in Italy, it's considered Vergogna to do that, right?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's bad for business. That was one of them. There was a lot of stuff that differed. Tattoos. Sicilians don't have. When I was growing up, Sicilians didn't have tattoos.
Yeah,
I'm the first one in the family. I got about 25 of them now, but I didn't have them on the street. I think my uncle would have carved it off.
Yeah, I'm getting an FF. Frank Fiordolino here for next show, so stay tuned. But so
I got an app.
I love it. I love it.
I gotta hide it. They're like, "What the fuck is it?" So I got an Irish name.
Well, I
got an Irish name in the Witness Protection Program, and people like, "What's the F stand for?" I go, Finian.
Phineas and Ferb. No, no. So I want to let everybody know. So what's going on with both Mobsters Inc. and Armchair as you kind of follow the arc is. I'm going to be covering the Sicilians a little bit more. I have Anna Sergi later this week. We're going to cover Ndrangheta because they kind of step in where the Sicilians left off, mostly with the coke than the heroin, and become a world superpower. So stay tuned for that. And then I want to cover, and Frank and I got to keep on the line of the narco wars. Are you on the next one? Do you know? To see episode 4?
No, I'm not. I'm not. That's it for this year.
But you know what was pretty cool for season 3, episode 3, Narco Wars Chasing the Dragon. Frank is the only ex-wise guy on the actual show. That's it. There was only one, and Frank is it. So it's a good honor to have
Ex-associate.
ex-associate.
Yeah, ex-associate. I want to make that clear. And even in the last one with the Galante one, the heroin Don, it was me and this Frank DiMatteo. I never